Kamusta na kayo?
Hola, hola, everyone.
What's good, everybody? My name is Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
And we are the Mexipino podcast, episode 19.
Woo!
Yeah, almost at the big 20.
We were quiet for like a millisecond right there. We're like, 19.
Well, because we both said 19 at the same time. That's why. That's it. On the end of the last episode, we did say we were going to have our friend Roslyn join us, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we actually just had to postpone this episode with her. So we should be having her in maybe like an episode or two, so hang tightly for that. Yes. In the meantime, you're stuck with the both of us still.
I hope that like you guys would be happy that you're stuck with the both of us.
Yeah.
But also in the last podcast at the very end, we were talking about our social media growth as far as like Mexipino, and we actually just hit our first 1 million viewed clip on TikTok. So it was really, really cool. I called Nico as soon as I saw the number like change to 1.0 million, and I was like,
1.0 million.
Well, then,
nice way to put it.
Well, because like you know how TikTok like puts the point something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just said a million.
Yeah, but like.
A milli.
Oh God. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so I called Nico and I was just like, I was really happy. I was really proud of us for that. So, yeah.
What was the video again? It was
the Mama's Boy clip. The every Mexican son is a Mama's Boy clip, and so many people were heard about that too. Like all the Mama's Boys were coming after me.
It was funny because I don't think enough people went to the end of the clip. It's literally like a minute clip. Just make it to the end of it, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people were getting on Jackie about like, oh, well, I bet she's a daddy's girl. But if you literally go to the end of the clip, she says, yeah, hell yeah, I'm a daddy's girl.
Like I legit said, I'm like, and every daughter is a daddy's girl. And I was like, hell yeah, I am. Like, I admit it. I said that like verbatim. Yeah. And I was just like, man, some of y'all just don't like watch the whole thing. If it like triggers somebody, they're gonna make a comment, and like somebody was all like, "Oh well, her mom like it's sucks that her mom was a bad mother." First off, my mother is a great mother.
Yeah, shouts out to Tita Vero.
Oh my God, and my mom loves me too. I'm just making fun. And like I don't think people realize that sometimes these clips are satire as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think people take it way too seriously.
Yeah, people take it very literal. So, but nonetheless, our first million viewed clip.
Yes.
Super proud of us.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to take that away because, you know, with the million views on that video and with just the views that y'all give, whether it be the actual podcast on, Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen, or on YouTube if you view it there, or if you're just like simply viewing the clips, like it's all very much appreciated. Mm-hmm. And we're happy that each and every one of you are here to join on the Mexipino podcast family, La Familia. You feel me?
Yeah. How do you say family in Tagalog?
Family, familia. It's the same thing.
Oh, familia, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, but you guys just say with
with a Capamilia.
Capamilia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing.
Well, I don't think I told you, but I made a post on LinkedIn yesterday because I was like, I'm trying to like get this job that I didn't tell you about. But
what's the job?
It's just like being a pop culture host. Hopefully. But I made a post about like the Mexipino podcast on my LinkedIn, so that way the people who are hiring can see it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was like I was like writing this post, and it made me really happy because like we've made so many milestones within this podcast since December, since we started.
Yeah.
And it was really, really cool. Like, I don't even think if you've seen our YouTube numbers, but we're almost at 600 subscribers on YouTube.
Almost at 600. I'd like to get to 1,000 so we could start monetizing on there. But, like just make sure that you sub there. If you have a YouTube channel, please do.
I mean, we see the view count. So if you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. But, speaking about pop culture in Asia, there's actually a very, very, very interesting post that I came by. And one of these Instagram pages that I love following is Vice Asia, like Viceland, Vice TV, all that stuff. I've been tapped in with Vice for a long time. So one of these posts was extremely crazy. And the title says, "A center for exorcism is being built in Manila."
That is terrifying.
Yes. If you don't know what exorcism is, no, you're not exercising. You're not lifting weights or anything.
You're not going on the Peloton or anything like that.
No Peloton, no none of that. Exorcism is literally extracting a demon from your body.
Yeah, of your soul. Is it like your body or your soul, or like what's the deal there?
I don't know. I think if a demon takes over your body or your soul, it's kind of, I don't know. Is it like the same thing?
I don't know. Very Stranger Things-ish
happening. Yeah, very, very Stranger Things-ish. Shouts out to season 4, which is literally the best season of Stranger Things.
No spoilers here because we haven't even finished the season.
Yeah,
so.
We're not going to spoil it for you guys. But let me give you guys this information, though. So basically, the Archdiocese of Manila, Office of Exorcism, aka AMOE, announced recently that they're building a center for exorcism in Metro Manila, the Philippines, literally the epicenter of the Philippines.
That's insane. That's so scary. I'm pretty sure like Mexico has some too, but like I feel like I don't know. I don't mess with any of that. Like any spiritual, like evil spirit type of thing. Like I was even telling Nico that I have this evil eye like bracelet, and I've worn it for almost a year straight, like every day for a year straight. Mm-hmm. And I've been telling him, I told him today, like, I think it's bringing me bad luck and I need to take it off. So any evil spirit thing, like, that's a no for me, dog.
So then why do you still wear it? Like, because, what are you talking about?
So like at first, like it was like a lot of good things were happening to me. Like, and I felt like it had to do with like, you know, this catching like all the bad energy. But as of lately, I've been feeling very like, I don't know, there's something off.
Well, I mean, it might be acting like a sponge. Like if a sponge is supposed to soak up water and all the bad stuff on the dishes, and you don't wash it or like, you know, let it go.
Like I even...
No, but you get what I'm saying? If you don't wash the sponge or like let go of everything that you extracted with the sponge, all the bad stuff is going to stay in the sponge.
Not me rolling it off right now and just like putting it there.
How are you going to talk about I don't mess with the bad juju stuff and then you have like, something that literally will attract bad juju?
Well, it's supposed to capture all of it. And maybe it's like...
Maybe it's just stuck on your arm.
Yeah, maybe it's just like...
That was the sponge analogy. It's just stuck on your arm.
Well, yeah. So now I think about it, maybe I should get rid of it.
Puts it back on, though? What?
I don't know what to do because then I feel naked and I don't feel like I feel... Because I've worn it for a year.
Wear something else. Wear a watch.
I don't like watches. And then people always give me shit because I wore my watch on my left arm.
I don't even know. Is that like a superstition or something?
You're supposed to have it on your right, I think.
Why?
I don't know. I think that's just it's, I don't know. I've been told not to wear my watch on my left arm because it's not, you're supposed to wear it on your right. I don't know. That's a thing.
I don't know. I'll end up wearing, I wear it on my left arm. First of all, I don't even wear watches, but when I do wear a watch, like my Apple Watch, it's on my left because I do way too much with my right.
Yeah. See, I think that's why I put it on my left. But anyway,
back to the Archdiocese in the Philippines who is creating a center for exorcism in Metro Manila. So it's actually going to serve as like the hub for like all the exorcist priests in the Philippines.
Isn't that such like a bad, that's a bad of like you're attracting all the bad energy
no,
there.
You're not attracting. You're just saying you're putting all the specialists in the Philippines who perform exorcisms in one spot.
All I know is that if I'm like living in the Philippines around that area, I'm like, yeah, no. Oh my God, it might actually be cheaper to live there now.
In the Philippines? I mean, it's been cheaper.
No, but like in that area because a lot of bad shit's gonna happen. Watch.
No, I mean there might be more because there's so much bad shit happening. More people will be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna flock to Metro Manila to make sure that the priest can get to me ASAP. Because there's like hundreds of thousands of islands in the Philippines, and the crazy part about all of this is that there's actually been 150 exorcisms performed in the Philippines.
In general, in a year, in like I mean,
a month. it just said there's been 150. I don't know how long, like in a time under the Catholic Church in the Philippines. Yes, I mean, I don't know if it's like a year. I mean, over a year, even that's crazy. But like, just knowing that there's been 150 factual exorcism or, you know, diagnosed as an exorcism is like crazy.
I don't know. Have you ever like seen something like that? Like
An exorcism?
not like an exorcism, but like some weird shit like happen. Because you went to private school your whole life, right? Like,
Okay,
or like,
okay.
but like even in church, when you go to church, like, would you see like, did you ever like?
I mean, I'm not saying people floating around in the
obviously
sky,
not, babe,
like
but,
doing
like-
freaking like grudge crawls on the Catholic church ground. What do you? Just because I went to a Catholic church doesn't mean I've seen like the craziest shit.
Honestly, for both of us, like being raised like Catholic, I'm surprised we haven't seen more shit. To be honest,
I mean, I'm not gonna speak on my friend's name, but then a couple years ago, one of my friends did end up getting, as far as I know, he ended up getting exorcised.
what?
Yeah.
No.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is just
Oh, I just got the chills.
yeah, this is just from what like one of his best friends told me, because I was like, yo, like, where is he? And he's like, bro, like, like this fool legit got like exorcised. Now he's all about like Jesus. And I'm like, this is crazy.
That's ironic.
I'm not gonna give out any names or anything. I just thought like, man, this is actually like, I mean,
did he get
whether
like possessed or something?
That's what the idea was.
That's so scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
my dad witnessed a possession.
Oh yeah, please tell this story, because I've heard this story like a couple times from Jackie's dad, and it's crazy.
My dad like actually like really likes telling the story. So first off, did I ever tell you about the time that my mom played like the Ouija board?
You just told me she's played, but like,
yeah, but she doesn't talk about it. So I like two stories. Okay, so my dad, when he was a teenager, I want to say he was like about maybe 12. He was sent to Mexico by his mom to go to school there. Why? He had no idea. My dad was born here, but my grandma's from Mexico, so she sent him to a school in Mexico. It was like a boarding school, and there was already like some talks of like that building that he was being placed in being kind of like a weird building, and before it was like where the girls used to live. So then there was a lot of talks about there was being bad energy there, so they took the girls out, they put the boys inside that hub, and there was always this one boy in particular that my dad went to school with who was just kind of like an awkward kid. Like they would punk on him, not my dad, but like other kids would punk on him, and he was just kind of one of those awkward kids. Eventually, one night, my dad and all the other boys in that building, they started hearing screaming, but it wasn't like a kid screaming. It was a like some other type of scream, and my dad can't explain it.
it went like, oh yeah.
Oh my God. And and so the guy's roommates came out of their room and were yelling to go get the headmaster of the school.
I bet he was a headmaster.
Babe,
Okay, go.
are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. They were calling the headmaster of the school. All the boys are out of their little rooms, and they go and see this kid, and he is yelling, and my dad said it sounded like a demonic voice, like yelling. And so the headmaster gets there. They're trying to like pull this kid like down to just kind of hold him down. They started yelling to go get the priest, because then I guess this kid was talking a whole bunch of like gibberish, and it wasn't his voice. And everyone is terrified. My dad said that the room was so cold that you could feel how cold it was going out. Anybody who was inside the room and that was talking, you can see like, you know, when it's really cold, you can see like a smoke come out of your mouth. It was that cold inside the room. The priest got there, and he kept on like, he started performing an exorcism saying, let him go. And they ended up taking the boy to the hospital. The boy came back to school eventually. They called his parents. All the boys were freaked out. That my dad said that night all the boys slept in like the cafeteria or like the auditorium hall together because they were all so scared. And that one night every boy prayed together, and they were just like freaked the fuck out.
Oh God.
And then the boy came back to school, but he was completely changed. Like you could tell like he went through some shit obviously. And they actually ended up asking him to leave the school because it was just like too much.
Look, see, you wouldn't have to ask him to leave the school. I'm already leaving. Like literally, if I was in your dad's situation, I would have been like, all right, I mean, it's much more rough out in those streets, but I'd rather take that than deal with like some demon coming at me.
But see, the thing was, my dad was like already fucking confused because he was like, why did my mom send me out here? One, and like my dad didn't really, like he knew Spanish, but like he didn't know the metric system out there for like, you know, how he was already like 12 years old. And he had already been done schooling here. So he was just like, why the fuck am I going to Mexico? So then on top of that, to experience that, he was just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I would have just been left. I would have been like, all right, I mean, you know.
I think my dad stayed for like maybe a couple or a few more years and then he came back. But yeah. And then apparently my mom has played the Ouija board before.
See, and that's just like, those are just things I don't mess with. Because that's like, I mean, I would actually love to get your mom's actual verbal experience from this, but it's like, I'm not talking about like, I'm not messing with a Ouija board. I'm not asking for anything to come my way.
Like, I have tried asking my mom, and I think she was with her older sister at the time. And I've tried asking her, like, hey, mom, like, so what happened? And she refuses to talk about it. Like, obviously something went down that she just is scared of and doesn't even want to talk about it. I've tried asking her older sister, like, hey, like, my mom said that you guys did this. Like, what happened? She doesn't want to talk about it. So I don't know. It's very scary. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, I just want to watch some Stranger Things and get it over with. And I'm cool with that.
Even watching Stranger Things or watching like shit like The Conjuring, like that shit scares me. Like I asked Nico to just sleep on the phone with me when I get scared because I'm like, oh God. No, like I feel like even if something were to happen to me, like you can't do anything over the phone, but like
it's a safety net, I guess.
Yeah, safety net. It makes me feel a little bit safer.
So when I was younger, I actually used to, I mean, I'm into like thriller movies like that. I'm into like super scary shit. I could watch The Conjuring by myself in the dark and I'll be chill. I could watch stuff like Saw, like the entire Saw trilogy by myself and I'll be chill.
I feel like I could watch the Saw trilogy because like that's just like, it's more thriller than actual, like, cause like I know that like the Conjuring and evil spirit things is real. Like I truly believe in that. Like that shit does happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Saw thing is just more dramatized than anything.
I mean that could happen.
Yeah, it could happen, but I'm just saying like, you know,
but anyways,
the chances of me being possessed and then chances of me being like put in a situation like in Saw, I'm more likely to get possessed.
Where are you even getting this calculation from? It could literally, there's literally like a same amount.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think so.
How are you going to say the likelihood of you getting possessed is greater than you getting like kidnapped and freaking chainsawed to a fucking tub?
Yeah, and then having to like kill other people. Nah, I think me getting
I would
possessed.
say the second thing is actually more likely.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know about that one.
I think so.
Anyway.
That wasn't even my point. I was just going to say that I could watch those, like when I was younger, I'd watch those movies like by myself in my room. And my mom would come down. She'd just be like, hey, like, are you okay?
Is there something
she's like, do you want to talk about stuff? I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm just trying to get a thrill right now. That's it.
You're psychotic. Literally, like, I will say, like, I like the feeling of like adrenaline and being like scared, but I don't like watching it.
I like watching it.
No, like I said, it's always like the evil spirits, demonic spirits. Like I have never watched Paranormal Activity.
Oh, so I could actually.
I heard that Paranormal Activity will fuck you up.
Well, I mean, if you're like freaking 12 years old watching it, yeah, I get it.
Okay, but it's me, babe.
No, but I'm saying you've never watched Paranormal Activity?
No, because I can't. No. I've seen just like clips of it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm okay.
It's okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm sure stuff happens like that in everyone's room all the freaking time. But like, if you, like, I remember watching Paranormal Activity for the absolute first time, and literally that night when I tried to sleep, everything in my room was making noise. And back in Daly City, where it's just windy as hell, like the wind would actually
scares me.
Why?
Because it's so windy and like.
Well, because the basement, which is right next to my room, actually has like some of the outside current of the wind coming in. That's why my room is always hella cold.
Your room is always hella cold, and Nico never wants to like turn on the freaking heater.
There's no point.
Your room is hella cold.
Yeah, you could sleep in the cold, duh. Anyways, back to my point before we get sidetracked again. Like, I remember watching Paranormal Activity for the first time. Everything in my room was making noise, like literally with the windows creaking, with my door moving because the wind would like move, like with even my bed, you know, it's like a wooden bed frame. It would creak a little bit, and I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot sleep. Like,
so were you actually scared of Paranormal Activity though?
I wasn't scared of the movie. I was just like paranoid.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, like the movie didn't scare me. It was just the idea, like. Like, man, like, there's a lot of stuff. I just watched this. There's a lot of stuff moving. Like, it's crazy.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Yeah. Once.
I've had it a couple of times. That shit is crazy. That's intense.
What happened?
Oh, like, the first time I experienced it, like, I had always, like, known about it, but I didn't know what to do when it happened. So I think both times actually I was really sick. I was sick, and the first time I was asleep, I was laying on my back, and I remember like opening my eyes, and I thought I was awake. Don't look behind me, because then that's gonna creep me the fuck out, babe. Don't do that. That's gonna creep me the fuck out.
Literally just looking.
I have the chills now. Stop looking behind me.
What? Go.
No, I'm getting the chills.
Just say it.
So I had my eyes open, but I couldn't talk. And I was just like, and I saw something standing in front of me. And I was like, I don't know if this is my brother or if like this is like some other type of thing. But then I quickly realized like, nope, that's not my brother. Like something's fucking in my room. It's like, it's in my room. It's at the end of my bed. And then all of a sudden I could feel, I was so scared and I couldn't move. And I kept on trying to call for my dad and my mom. And I kept on trying and trying, but I was mumbling and I couldn't move my mouth. And I was like, oh my God, just wake up, wake up. And I kept on, like, my hands were like laying flat beside me. And I kept on trying to move my hands. I was like, if I just move one finger, I'll wake up. Just move one finger and I'll wake up. I started crying and I can feel the tears like going along the side of my face, and I couldn't move. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm still seeing this figure at the end of my bed. And I knew that if I didn't like move, it was gonna like be on top of me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, like, and I'm trying so hard. And I finally move my pinky, and then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Whenever you have sleep paralysis, all you got to do is just move one of your toes. If you have the willpower to just move one of your toes, you're good to go.
But it also feels like an eternity too. It feels like you're stuck forever.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah. When in reality, it's probably just happening for like, I mean, it could just be happening for a couple hours.
Yeah.
A couple minutes, what have you.
Yeah.
You know, this reminds me, like, when I was younger, I was like super scared of like The Grudge. And so let me know if y'all have ever done this before. If you go into the bathroom and, you know, you take a piss, you take a dump or whatever, how many of you pulled the shower curtains open just to check to see if there was something behind the shower curtains?
Like, literally,
I know I have.
Like punching the air, like,
yes.
Just like you're in the restroom, you're like, I could take this person right now and just start punching the shower curtain.
Exactly. Like, if there was anybody over there, like, believe me, I'm swinging before I take my piss, and then I'm pissing on them.
No, when I do that, when I'm like I have shampoo in my hair and like I have to close my eyes, or when I'm washing my face, like I'll like rinse it hella quickly because I'm like, if this demon's behind me, I gotta be ready.
Exactly. It's just like one of those things where I was super paranoid when I was a kid, and I'm just like, man. I wish someone would just be there so I could just swing and I can catch them off guard.
I'm not gonna even lie. Even now, like when I take a shower, granted, like we have glass doors. Stop looking behind me, cause like
you're literally just being. I'm literally just looking.
No,
around.
you go like this. You go. And I need you to stop doing that.
I'm just gonna do the whole podcast with my eyes closed now.
Oh my god!
Everybody on YouTube, you're gonna get a treat because my eyes are gonna be closed the whole time.
Stop. But now that we have glass doors, I still be checking because then when like the shower doors steam up, I wipe it just in case. Stop. Open your eye.
No, my eyes are closed.
Babe.
It's okay. Like, you don't, it's okay.
I'm not going to talk to you with your eyes closed.
Jesus. Well, I'm just going to look. I'm going to look wherever I want to look.
Oh my God. Ew.
What?
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I'm going to look.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Then why'd you say ill?
Because you're like, I'm going to look where I want.
I am. I'm not sure why you're so paranoid.
Because I'm talking about evil spirits and demons, and you're just like...
I literally look around all the time.
Okay, babe. Tell me about your sleep paralysis experience.
I mean, I don't remember it that vividly. I just remember shaking my big toe, and I was good to go.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
There's nothing crazy. Like, my body was just frozen for a bit. And I woke up with like a cold sweat. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was many.
Ew.
Yeah.
While waking up with like hella sweat. Ew.
Yeah. That's normal with sleep paralysis.
I cried, so no.
I don't know.
Not for me.
I've been sleeping hella good for the past couple of days, though. I'm not even going to lie.
Oh, I bet you have.
I definitely have. What? You literally look like you have something to say.
No, I don't.
No, say it.
No, I don't. I didn't sleep like... I was telling Nico I only slept like 2 hours the other day. I literally watched the sunrise. That shit was like hella annoying. Did you ever pull like all-nighters in high school?
No, because I was smart.
What does that have to do with anything?
Why would I have to? Why in God's good graces that would I have to pull an all-nighter for?
You never like did that with your friends? Like you pulled all-nighters?
No, because I like to sleep.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Nico
Okay.
definitely had a different experience than I did.
What? Why would you need to pull an all-nighter?
I don't know. It was just like
why.
some stupid fucking like I don't know.
Okay, then why did you pull your all-nighter?
I don't know. I was just talking to my friends all night, and so we would pull all-nighters. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm literally the type of person where like if I'm sleepy or if I'm bored or what have you, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, you definitely do. But you're also the type of person that when you're sleepy, you're like, you get annoyed at everything.
Because I know what I need to do.
Because literally, like, I'll be talking to Nico and he'll just look like completely uninterested in anything that I'm saying. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, you need to go to sleep because Nico's the type of person who gets like mad and annoyed when he's sleepy.
Yeah, because if I say I want to sleep, then I'm going to go to sleep. If I'm prevented from going to sleep, I'm going to get mad.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
If you're sleepy as hell... and
I'm just going to sleep.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna
that's
get
what I'm
mad.
saying. If you're sleepy as hell and I'm forcing you to stay up, you'd be mad.
I try my best, but like...
Try your best at what?
Try my best to stay up.
Why?
If you want me to stay up.
No, I don't want you to stay. I want you to sleep. I'm talking about if you're forcing me to stay up, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, I get you.
I've gone through so many years already where I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm just going to go. There's going to be times where I'm back home and then my friends want me to like stay out, drink. I'm like, look, guys.
But you do
I live
that
10 minutes
now.
away. No, that's all work.
But sometimes you have the option to go home and sleep.
Like when?
Like when you're done DJing. You can
Yeah,
just
like when I'm done DJing, if I want to go home and sleep, I will go home and sleep. If I want to be out, I'm going to be out.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I know myself enough to be like, all right, there's no need to like go down with the peer pressure anymore. Peer pressure is something that
That's such a fucking lie. You still give in to peer pressure with your friends.
No, that's because I want to.
But that's not peer pressure. That's just you.
Yeah, that's me wanting to. Just because it's something that everyone's doing and me willingly, and I'm just like, yeah, like I'll do it.
Okay, first off, let me say this. Nico and I went to the Bay in last December for Christmas. And he told me, we went to his friends, like, get together. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to drink, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And this is what I say he gives into peer pressure. They made him take 8 shots in 30 minutes. And guess who had to drive back to his parents' place? Me. Ask me if I've ever driven in the Bay. No. Was it like a 5-minute drive? Yeah. Yes. I was still scared as shit because I'm driving your mother's car. And then this man sobers up a few hours later and he goes, man, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I'm fucking annoyed. I am annoyed. And he goes, I don't even know how I drove. I was like, I looked at him and I was like, dog, I drove. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I drove your mom's car. So you do give into peer pressure still.
Okay, that was literally once in the past, like, 8 months.
Oh my God. Okay.
Literally once.
Babe. Literally. Okay.
That was once.
Okay. All right.
Do you have another story you wanted to go? Please give me another example.
Nico will say that he like won't want to drink or he's done drinking, but the second like, you know, someone's like, I got you a drink. Okay, just a little bit. Bro.
I mean, a lot of things feel and taste better free. That's all I'm saying. I haven't paid for a drink in a minute.
I haven't either. But yeah, you still giving a peer pressure. That's my whole thing. You still giving a peer pressure. Not all the time, but you still giving a peer pressure.
All right, that is totally fair. Shout out to
Bootleg Kev.
What about Kev?
Bootleg Kev. He will like peer pressure you into doing shit for your birthday when he showed up and when you were DJing.
That's my birthday.
No, he was just like,
what?
Take it, Nico, take it. And you're like, no. And till he shoved it in your mouth, and you're like, okay. And I was like,
I mean, that's my birth.
Yeah, I know.
That's a very excusable situation. That's my birthday. I think there's like no rules when it comes to anyone's birthday. No. What? There's 0 rules.
There's 0 rules on your birthday.
Yeah, there's 0 rules.
0 rules.
0 rules.
All right, I'm gonna remember that. 0 rules on our birthdays.
Well, what are you referring to?
I don't know. What are you referring to?
I'm just saying there's 0 rules.
Okay, 0 rules on our birthdays.
You literally have the liberty to do anything you want on your birthday.
Anything you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Within reason.
Okay.
What?
Nice.
When it's your birthday, you can do whatever you want.
Cool.
You just got whatever you do on your birthday, you got to deal with the repercussions the day later.
I like how Nico just adds shit as he goes.
What? What are you getting at?
Nothing, babe.
Tell the people what you're getting, because you keep on, this is your issue. You keep on laughing and giggling and not saying anything when you want to say something.
I think this is the episode where I'm gaslighting Nico.
Yeah, you're literally like, oh, nothing.
This is how.
What? Just say what you want to say.
No. I'm not going to let you do anything on your birthday.
I'm literally asking what's 1 + 1, and all she's doing is giggling.
I'm not going to let you do anything on your birthday.
No, but you have a reference point. Just say what you want to say.
I'm not going to let you go to a fucking strip club on your birthday.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you cheat on your birthday.
Duh.
You said anything goes on your birthday.
And then I said you have to deal with the repercussions the next day.
Nico.
That's all I'm saying.
Nico,
Let's just get to the next topics. Like, oh my God. Speaking of which, did y'all know, since we are in California right now, shout out to Vice Asia, because Vice Asia is telling us news that happens in California, that thanks to a legal loophole that allows for things that aren't fish to legally be fish, bees, yes, bees with stingers, the black and yellow bumblebees and whatnot,
that live outside of water,
are now officially fish.
That makes zero sense. Isn't that an insect?
No, bees are now fish.
But wasn't a... So the law states that whatever is not labeled as a fish can legally be a fish?
A legal loophole that allows for things that aren't fish to legally be fish.
So we could say that we want to be fish and we could be identified as fish.
Yeah, I'm a fish. You're a fish. We're all fish.
That's such a weird law.
I mean, can you think about the number of laws that are just stupid and pointless? This is probably one of them.
No, that not probably. It is one of them. So I'm confused now. So bees are now mammals? Or what are they?
Let me
What
read.
is a fish?
What? Mammal? Amphibian?
Amphibian, that's what it is.
What? Bees are now mammals, everybody.
No,
What?
I meant amphibian. Because I was trying to think of like, what's the not the reptile, what's the other one? I was like, no, dolphins are mammals, aren't they?
I don't fucking know.
Dolphins are mammals.
All I know is cows are at Korean barbecue. That's all I know.
That literally has nothing to do with that.
Okay, so it says, the opinion is 35 pages of debate and legal explanation on what makes fish a fish. The Trinity bristle snail, a land-dwelling snail that was classified as a fish in order to make it onto the threatened species list in 1980, set the precedent for deciding that a fish doesn't have to be something that swims, and by that logic, bees too are fish.
That is so stupid.
I think it has to do with the fact that bumblebees are actually endangered. And I think like the Fish Society of the United...
The Fish Society of the United
the
States.
Fish Society of like California want to help.
I don't even think that's a thing.
I don't fucking know. But the Fish Society
I want to know
of California wants to do something to help the endangered bees, aka the endangered fish.
I'm so confused on so many levels right now.
I am too. If a bee is a fish because it doesn't have to swim to be a fish, we're all fishes. If you go back to the South Park episode, Kanye West is now a fish and he likes fish stick.
Fish what?
Fish stick.
Fish stick. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
okay.
Fish stick.
Stop. What do you say? It sounds like you're saying fish stick and fish stick.
Yeah, fish stick.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Have you never watched the South Park episode?
I don't watch South Park.
Okay, well, Kanye West is a fish and he likes fish sticks. So that makes him a gay fish.
I'm very fucking confused
You've
right now.
You've never heard this Oh my
Babe,
God.
I don't watch South Park. You know, my mom never let us watch South Park.
Why?
Because it was like she didn't like it.
Oh, I love South Park is literally one of the greatest things ever to walk on Earth.
I don't think
and it doesn't even have feet.
I only know that Kenny is the one that always dies.
That's it? I mean, that's like every episode.
Yeah, and I know he dies every episode. That's all I know.
Yeah,
and then
but South Park is
the main character sounds like, "Hey, stupid." He sounds like that.
South Park is just all satire to what's happening in real life. It's like The Simpsons.
I heard that oh no, it was The Simpsons. Yeah, it was The Simpsons, where The Simpsons they basically predict everything in the future.
Yeah, literally everything. Wild. Yeah, that's wild. But I mean, I think they just take a very realistic approach about how things would go, and they're right. True. They're right.
Like they predicted Trump's presidency.
Yeah, because presidency is just a popularity contest.
That's big facts.
I'm not even gonna
to be accurate on so many levels, like The Simpsons have.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on the Simpsons creators and what type of exorcisms they've performed in order to see the future. I cannot do that.
Oh my God.
But what I can say is, if anyone were to run for president and I would automatically vote for them, I would vote for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Interesting. Why Leo?
Because Leo, he's just that guy.
He's an environmentalist, I think.
Exactly. So shout out Earth. Shout out the planet Earth. Shout out God. for creating the earth, and shout out all the plants.
I literally have no idea what the fuck Nico's talking about right now.
He's an environmentalist, so then we're gonna get rid of all this fucking like shit in the air. LA's actually gonna look like not smoggy.
The one time LA didn't look smoggy was during COVID, and that's because everyone stood their ass home. And I wish it would go back to that. But also, I wonder what PETA thinks about this whole bees or fish scenario now.
I don't know.
Wasn't just like there was like millions of bees killed like a couple months ago? Yeah.
Over what?
There was like...
You gonna search it up?
Yeah. There was millions of bees bound for Alaska are rerouted and die in Atlanta. So 5 million honeybees were diverted to Atlanta and they were left out on the tarmac. Like the casings of that had the bees in them were left out on the tarmac and they died because it was so hot. They were left in like a tin.
But they were going to Alaska?
They were going to Alaska because I guess there was like, it was for environmental reasons that they were going to release the bees out there. And local beekeepers came to the tarmac and tried to save the bees, but like only very, very few survived.
Well, okay, I'm not a scientist. I'm definitely not a scientist, but why the fuck would you move bees from Atlanta to Alaska?
I don't know.
I don't believe bees are indigenous to Alaska. So why would you move them to a colder spot? Where are they going to produce the honey? How are they going to produce the honey? There's no pollen. There's none of that shit.
I don't know.
So,
I'm trying to look.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, whose brilliant idea was it to move bees from Atlanta to Alaska?
Well, apparently, hold on.
That's like moving an Eskimo to Hawaii. That's like moving a Hawaiian to Alaska.
Moving a Hawaiian to Alaska. Honestly, I wouldn't. As much as I would love to like visit Alaska, I would also hate to visit Alaska. Because like right now at like 10 o'clock at night, the sun is still out. Like they have 24 hours or like 23 hours of sunlight right now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want
that. For
that.
like 6 months straight. And then they have 6 months of darkness. And it's like, no.
Well, at least there you can pull up your all-nighters and just see the sun all day.
Look, Nico's now throwing his little shade. And
or lack thereof, because it's 23 hours worth of sunlight. I can't throw shade if there's no fucking shade to begin with.
It's so dumb. It doesn't say why the bees were being transported, but I think it has to do with like pollination and like...
Polynesians?
Pollination.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what do Polynesians... See, why would you move Polynesians to Alaska?
No one's moving Polynesians to Alaska, babe. But yeah, they were being diverted to or rerouted to, or they were bound for Alaska, rerouted to Atlanta, and then there the bees died. Yeah, 5 million honeybees. They were going to be routed to Alaska for honey to produce and pollinate.
Okay, so question. If bees are considered fish and bees produce honey, would honey be considered seafood?
Holy shit. That's a very valid question. That is a very valid question now. Like, are we going to go to the store and honey be under the seafood section now?
Yeah, exactly.
This is a very interesting point. I don't think they thought this one through.
No, they didn't. If you catch a whole bunch of bees and you use it as fish bait, is it fish on fish violence?
Are they... What is it?
Would they be cannibals?
Would they be cannibals?
Yeah, would they be cannibals if they like fucking just they're eating themselves?
But you can't use bees as fish bait because fish aren't attracted to bees. They're not like, it's not proper fish bait.
But fish would be attracted to other fish. Like a shark is attracted to smaller fish.
They're cannibals. That's big facts.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Well, shout out to the bees, man.
So, I mean, I wouldn't. It's more of a condiment.
A condiment, like
the honey.
Yeah, but what would you equate it to?
I don't know.
Like tartar sauce? Is tartar
sauce is a condiment.
Is tartar sauce from the sea?
I don't know.
I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know what the fuck that's made of.
Tartar.
If bees,
tartar, babe.
If bees,
it's tartar sauce.
Okay.
What?
Well, if bees are considered fish, will bees be
seafood
in Bikini Bottom?
Now you're just pulling shit out of your ass.
I'm just. Is there gonna be a SpongeBob episode where fucking bees just start showing up? I'll be like,
there was a SpongeBob episode with a gorilla in Bikini Bottom, and that I feel like was a lucid dream. Like that one was like.
I mean, they've had Sandy Cheeks in there for like 20 years. She's fine.
She's in her fish bowl, so it's fine.
Yeah, or rather her bee bowl.
Nice.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, shout out to the bees of the world.
Oh my
God. That's all the news that I have from Vice Asia right now. Again, it's a very interesting Instagram page.
Nico would be sending me the most random shit on Instagram sometimes where I'm just like, what do I even say to some of these things?
Look, I mean, they have very interesting shit. Okay, here. This one I did not come prepared with. So, this one says, impossibly small robot crabs could someday be used inside bodies.
What?
So,
I just saw it. Why do they look like bees?
They definitely look like bees. Engineers at Northwestern University developed the robot using an alloy that remembers its shape. When it's heated up by a precision laser at specific points, the alloy flexes, and when it cools, it pops back into the original form. The tiniest robot in the world is smaller than a flea, shaped like a cute little crab, and can jump, walk, and turn on command.
Well, why would we need that inside our bodies?
I don't know.
You know, speaking of robots, they're supposed to be making like sex robots pretty soon. Like
a sex dummy, but like a robot?
Yeah, like you're gonna be able to perform sexual acts with this robot pretty soon.
I love whenever we talk about like sexual stuff, you get quiet as if the microphone isn't on and people aren't listening.
Because I feel like hella awkward talking about like sexual stuff.
Well,
like, I get hella awkward about it. I don't know.
Okay, so when it comes to like these sex robots, right? Like I don't think I'm going to try them, but I think what's going to be like...
I would hope you wouldn't try them. You have a human right here.
But what I'm saying is like, think about it. So if these robots are able to talk, these robots are able to reproduce. No. There are robots that are able to reproduce.
No, there's not.
There is. Look it up. I promise you, just look it up. So if these robots are able to talk, these robots are able to reproduce. These robots' data acts as memory. And... who knows? Maybe with these sex robots, these robots will be able to just like put on any desired face that you want. Think about it. Think about it. If the robot's able to do all that, I'm 1,000% sure they'd be able to mimic any face that you want.
Like put on like a different person's face?
Yeah, so let's say...
Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
no, because I think what the robots are, they're just like a robot that has a face already.
No, but what I'm saying is all this robot would have to do is, like, let's say I'm a customer, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. I buy my sex robot. Oh, okay. So you could download faces from the internet or from like some sort of server or whatever. And let's just say it's like J-Lo, like the J-Lo face robot. Oh, let's say it's like, I don't know, like the Jennifer. No.
The Jennifer Aniston, is that what you're going to say?
Let's say it's like the Jennifer Aniston robot.
Is his fucking crush celebrity. That's why.
When she was like 18 or something, like 21. Or, you know, like let's just say
sicko.
No, but let's just say anybody. That's my point though. Like if these robots have all these capabilities to do all of that, I'm 1,000% sure.
You're not getting one.
No. I'm saying I'm 1,000% sure they'll be able to just download the face of any desired human being that you would like.
That's fucking weird.
Can you agree that that's very doable?
Yeah, that is very doable. That's still very weird.
That's weird.
Ew.
It takes it to the next level. I mean, shout out to the people who are actually manufacturing these things.
It's like that, whatchamacallit, like that Black Mirror episode, Striking Viper. That's just VR shit, though.
The two don't correlate.
Well, it's like, what is it? It's artificial intelligence.
No,
it's
but
VR and then like an actual robot, and it's a robot. That in that episode, it was VR, and like these guys were having like sex with each other through characters.
Yeah, in the digital. Yeah, it's like the metaverse.
Weird. That's just weird.
I mean, a lot of stuff is shifting to the metaverse, though.
The metaverse is very confusing.
Okay, so for people who don't know about the metaverse, this is at least my understanding. I'm not an expert at this, but think of it this way. We live in a very physical world right now where we can literally touch, build whatever the fuck. There's rules and boundaries to our actual physical world. The same way there's like an astral world. Not astro, but astral, which is kind of in the same realm of like the exorcisms and all that shit, right? That's like a very spiritual world. Now, the metaverse is just the digital version of all this shit. And the only way that we have a direct connection to enter this thing is through VR. Now, what people are actually doing right now, and even Snoop Dogg, for example, Snoop Dogg has purchased actual property in the digital world. He has a house in the metaverse that was worth up to $3 million. Also, his Death Row record label is the first digital record label ever to be created in the digital world.
But that's so confusing.
How's it confusing? It's just the digital version.
Because it's not real.
Oh yeah, because it's digital.
So then what's the point of it?
The point of it is to own capital in there.
But like, it's not like you can, if he were to sell his house in the metaverse, like he'd be able to get that $3 million.
Okay. So here, let me put it into perspective, right? And this is why I see it as valuable for other people. I personally don't see it as valuable. So let's say Snoop Dogg is throwing a party in real life at his house. There's no way someone like yourself or myself would be able to just waltz up in there, right? Right. So let's say Snoop Dogg is throwing a party at his digital mansion, and the only way to get a ticket in here is to purchase let's just say an NFT, a non-fungible token ticket, to actually get yourself inside of the mansion. Now, yourself and myself, just the common people of the United States of America, we're just like, you know what? Let's attend Snoop Dogg's digital party. Let's purchase these NFTs, which will be used as the ticket, and let's go ahead and party there from the convenience of our home. I think if people leverage it in that way, this whole digital realm could actually be beneficial for whoever the hosts are or whoever the person is who is like really selling the fuck out of something.
In that sense, like you said, if Snoop Dogg has a digital party in the metaverse, whatever, and you purchase the NFT to get into that party, then that's how they make their money. That's where you're saying you can see it beneficial.
Exactly. Okay. So but let's say in
the grand scheme of things, it's just like one big fucking huge video game.
In the grand scheme of things, to my understanding, yes.
It's like that Office episode where Dwight was like, it's called like Second Life or something like that, and Dwight is literally living the same exact life that he has in real life.
1,000%.
It's just a fucking video game. The metaverse is just a video game.
Yeah, that's all it is, to my understanding. Like,
you're literally wasting your time if you're in the metaverse.
Think about it too. Like, let's say you like to play like 2K, right? And in 2K now you can like build my player. You build a character up, you build their stats, wooty-woo. Instead of you controlling the player with your joystick or whatever, you actually enter into this place and you become the character, and you are the one playing basketball. You're not controlling the character with a joystick. You are just the character actually playing. That's literally my interpretation of the metaverse.
I'm so confused. Well, I get it, but it's just, and it seems pointless to me. Like NFTs seem pointless to me.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like
it's all pointless. But I think what it is though, what makes all of it so appealing is the fact that there's a lot of exclusivity that comes with like NFTs.
Like how we like fucking get each other's words like that.
Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of exclusivity that comes with it. So let me put it in your guys' perspective, right? Let's say you love the Mexipino podcast so much, but we were only doing podcasts in the metaverse. And the only way that you would be able to listen to this podcast is to enter the metaverse and purchase an NFT. This is actually a great fucking idea now that I'm saying it.
We're not going to do that to you guys.
we won't do it. We won't do it. But
oh my God.
But the only way to listen to this podcast is to enter into the metaverse, purchase an NFT that will allow you a ticket to listen to the podcast in real time.
As Nico's saying this, he's like, fuck, why didn't we do that?
Hey, I'm giving somebody an idea. I mean, I don't have
Joe
the balls
Rogan's
to do
going
it.
to do some type of shit like that. And then everyone who's listening right now is going to be like, Nico said that first.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I guarantee it.
I mean, I'm just figuring out a way to even monetize that. That's like, oh, that's kind of fun. I wouldn't do that to y'all. We wouldn't do that. Like,
no, because
it's not a money grab here. I'm not trying to do that shit.
We're just giving a possible, like...
We're giving you guys a scenario of what, like, you know, this
whole... hypothetical.
Yes. But I hope you guys do you understand it more now?
Yes, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
It's the exclusivity. And, you know, I think, like, just all human beings, like, we want to feel like we're exclusive. We want to feel like we're on top of the world. And, you know, for the most part, I think a lot of people want to feel like they're, you know, just a little, you know, they have a little something that somebody else doesn't have.
Yeah. I also don't get, like, what is it? Like Bitcoin and all that. I don't get all that.
Well, if the only way you were able
cryptocurrency,
if the only way you were able to purchase an NFT was through like cryptocurrency, then
I just think sometimes like that, like money isn't real. Like the cryptocurrency money, like obviously money is real, but like
is it?
That's another thing. That's another fucking thing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I want to talk about something after, like stuff being real and like parallel universes and shit like that, because I heard something the other day that like blew my fucking mind, babe.
Okay, well let me ask you this. Like, is money even real? Because the reason why I bring this up is because when you get a paycheck, whether you get like a Venmo or a Zelle or what have you, you're not seeing actual money. You're just seeing a number getting transferred to you.
Right.
You never, like, how many people actually walk around with like fat stacks of dollar bills in their pocket anymore? None.
Rich people?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, rich people. We're not rich. I'm not gonna, and even if I did, I wouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, when it comes to like your bank account, you don't actually see the physical money that you have in your bank.
Yeah.
So is money even real?
I don't know. I think it is, but at the same time, like when you talk about like digital money, like cryptocurrency, I don't think it's real. Like I don't, there's something about like it that doesn't make sense to me, and maybe I just need to be educated on it.
Okay, well, so what doesn't make sense?
That like one single Bitcoin is like $20,000. Like,
why doesn't that make sense?
Because you don't ever see that like money. You just assume it's there.
Okay, let me ask you this. I have this red cup in my hand. How much do you think this is worth?
I don't know, like probably like $5.99.
Why?
Because that's just the basic standard of like price that I would see it at. Okay,
exactly. So you were able to guess that this is worth $5.99.
Yeah, but the fact that like cryptocurrency just came up out of nowhere and it was just like, hey, this is a digital type of currency. Put your money into this, and you know, I mean, it's
been around for like a decade.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like the fact that like it came up, like I don't know.
No. So this is what I'm trying to say. You look at this red cup that I have in my hand right now, and you're like, this is worth $5.99, right? Right?
Right.
Yes or no?
Right.
Okay. So I have a digital coin. I have a digital coin in my hand right now.
It's not like I can't picture that because okay,
You can't. Wait. You can't. But somebody else is gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's worth $5.99 right there."
No, because my thing also too is
what do you mean? No, that's literally
no. My thing too is that like in like crypto world, like everything is very influenced by like stock market and everything like this. And who's not to say that there's not like this one digit that somebody fucked up on and inputting that can basically derail this entire thing, and none of that money actually exists.
I mean, that goes with the stock market too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. This whole thing is not real.
I mean, yeah, digital currency is not technically real, but people put value to it is all I'm saying.
And that's my thing. We shouldn't put value to it because what if there's that one point decimal that somebody fucked up on inputting and none of it's real?
Okay, but that's like saying you thought that this was $5.99. This red cup in my hand is $5.99, and just because somebody missed a decibel, it doesn't mean it's like 59 cents. Yeah, you'll go to the store and be like, no, it says 59 cents. Let me buy it for that price.
That's an actual tangible product, and you can put a price on something that you made.
Yeah, and
as far as cryptocurrency, it can be like it's a digital thing. It's.
But you can make a digital thing. Isn't there digital art? And can't somebody put value to digital art?
Yeah, but it's so fucking confusing to me.
No, wait, no. Let me just ask you this: if I can create this physical cup, and I can make a digital version of this cup,
yes.
Is it still worth $5? Is the physical cup? Does that?
No, I wouldn't say that it is because you put more labor into this than you do this.
Where do you even get that from? Who's to say that I put less labor into the digital work?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, and I'm literally just saying, like, you can put hard work and effort into like a digital flyer, and then you could print it out. Oh my god,
you're making me sound like a fucking horrible person. I'm not saying that like you can't like put more effort into something that's digital. I'm just saying that that as far as like cryptocurrency, that it's easier to fuck up with cryptocurrency than it is with tangible actual money. You know the value of money right then and there if it's physical. You know the value of a $5 bill because it's right in front of you. If there's cryptocurrency, somebody can like, whoever it is, can hack into whatever system, fuck up the system, and all your money's gone.
Yeah, but that's like actual money too. It doesn't only have to deal with cryptocurrency because we don't actually see money. It could literally happen at a bank right now that has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. Right?
Yes. Yes, Nico. Yes, Nico. Sure.
Are you just agreeing just to agree, or like?
Because I don't think you're getting my point.
Okay, what's your point?
That cryptocurrency can be very easily just like, everyone can lose their money in an instant. Like right now, if we were just talking right now and you have money in Ethereum, you do have money in Ethereum, and somebody just hacks into it, all your money's gone. As far as you having a stack of money, let's say stored away somewhere, that's actual physical money, you know that that's not going to go away.
Well, yes, and all I'm saying is that can happen at a bank too.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Because both of our points is unless you see the physical money, you don't know how much you actually have. Is that what we're both agreeing on?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That being said, whether you have a Wells Fargo or a Chase or Ethereum or whatever, you could fuck up your money if you don't withdraw it.
Just withdraw all your money and don't
Oh
fucking
my
trust
god,
any.
yeah, just don't put it in the fucking mattress, dude.
What?
Yeah, you never heard of that? Asian people put their money in the mattress.
Yeah, and a lot of Mexican or Latinos put all like our documents under our mattress too.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god! But anyway,
You ever want to piss a minority off? Open up their mattress. If you break into a minority's house, just literally go to their mattress,
minority's
bro.
house. I'm fucking sick.
People of color. Sorry, I'll be more PC. People of color.
Oh my god. My other point too is how I know that this like whole life real world shit is not real is I saw something on TikTok the other day where this girl said, how do you know we're living in like a parallel type of universe? And she said, cars and buses. You're telling me that a bus somewhere where I can go into and walk down an aisle between two rows fits in the same lane and can like in a bus, you can also, they have those double-decker buses that you can go upstairs and like, you know, you can walk down an aisle in this bus. It fits in the same lane as a car where I can touch either side of the door. And I can't walk in there. Think about that for a second. That screwed with my head. I was thinking about that all night. Think about the length of a bus. You have two rows, the driver, you have a little pay station, you walk in, you walk down an aisle that has room. That fits in the same lane as a car where you can touch either door and you're in the middle of a seat.
I mean, I think you also have to be aware that they built these roads to contain big enough spots like this, or big enough vehicles rather.
No, but the like a car can take the same amount of space as a bus. Like
No,
as far as width.
No, it can't.
A truck, babe. Think about a truck. Think about an SUV.
Yeah.
Think about a work truck. Think about one of those like big rigs.
But no, all I'm saying is the lane is able to compensate for bigger vehicles. It's not like it's not like a 2014 Hyundai is going to be as big or as wide rather as a fucking truck. Duh,
but
because you have to get licenses to drive that shit.
That's not my point. My point is, think about it.
No.
Space.
No. I literally get what you're saying. You're saying, how does a car and how does a truck both fit in the same lane?
And how does a bus, particularly something that has an aisle, like a huge ass aisle to walk down the middle and has rows beside them, fit in like the same lane as a car where you can touch either door?
I 1,000% get you. So what I'm saying is that the big ass lane isn't there to compensate for the size of the car. The lane is big enough to compensate for the size of the bus. That's literally what I'm saying. Because if everything was as small as a car, there'd be no way trucks and buses could fit in that lane. So what they had to do is they had to make the lanes wide enough for the trucks. They didn't make it for the car, they made it for the trucks.
I guess. I don't know. It's fucking me up. It's fucking me up.
I'm just saying.
That whole TikTok screwed me up.
Oh my God.
Think about that, everyone. Think about that for a second. Think about it.
Like if
a double-decker bus has stairs.
Yeah, it doesn't get wider, it gets taller.
Yeah, but still, that shit's crazy. You can walk down a vehicle, walk through inside this vehicle.
Yes.
And in a car, you could touch either side of the door.
What did you smoke over these past couple of days?
I wish I did.
Oh my God. I will literally go on that girl's TikTok page and be like, they made the lane big enough for the bus, not for your car.
I'm going to show you it to you afterwards.
Okay, but that's also like saying like they made lanes for simply for smart cars. As if the smart car was the first thing they ever made.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So they had to compensate for something bigger first, which in this case would be a truck. Right? That's like saying you're building houses. Let's say everybody in the world was small people. Let's just say for a second everybody in the world was small people.
Oh my God.
And then out of nowhere there's like big people that just enter the world. Do you then continue to compensate and create houses just for the small people? Or do you create houses for the bigger people because now you say, oh shit, there's going to be like bigger people in the world, so we're going to have to create stuff for them too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I get you. I still think we're living in a fucking parallel universe.
I mean, I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying that
this whole like life isn't real.
I'm just saying that girl's argument is just like, dude, you really think they made this shit for smart cars?
Life isn't real. That's my point. Life is not real.
Nothing's real.
Shit, at this point, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know where the fuck we went with this podcast, but thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
guys.
for
hopefully this one was entertaining.
Hopefully you enjoyed all our ignorance today.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have any like hardcore topics in here. I mean, we literally went through like 4 or 5 things, but we just fucking went in.
Yeah. Yeah, so, we did. Yeah. Well, hopefully we entertained you guys today.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Episode 20, it's going to be a big one. I think hopefully we get Roslyn on that one, but nonetheless, we're going to keep doing what it do. Thank you guys for listening to episode 19 of the Mexipino podcast.
We appreciate you guys. If you guys have any topics or suggestions for us, feel free to hit us up on all our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, anything. You can hit us up on our personal ones too.
Yes, all of that. My name is Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
This is the Mexipino podcast, and we out, everybody.
Adios.